Yo, what's up guys, it's Jack and welcome back to another video, and in this one I wanted to talk about two subjects simply because of something that just happened by total chance on stream last night, or should I say last night slash this morning. The subject is basically going to be talking about my sensitivity and how I've switched to literally going back to a higher sensitivity and how it just completely slipped my mind until by chance something happening last night on stream, which I'll get to in a minute. And also nuclears. Apparently some of you guys have faith that I can consistently get nukes or deatomizer strikes or whatever you want to call them. They seem to be the big thing for among players on Call of Duty, which is understandable in a sense. But I just, like I said before many times, I don't know, I play too damn aggressive and all that. But the thing is, if you guys watch some of my older videos, like within the first year or so of me doing YouTube to a year and a half or so, I actually used to play on a higher sensitivity, a much higher sensitivity actually. And for those of you guys that have been around long enough, you will know that in Ghosts, I actually played on a 16 sensitivity. And first and foremost, I want to apologize for not having any footage of that, of me playing on a higher sensitivity right now, because after looking through all the 4 hours and 17 minutes or whatnot or whatever it was of me streaming last night, I was tired as all hell, and I was scrolling to find one of the few good gameplays that I got to post here, but I just couldn't really find it after scrolling back and forth, and I was just too tired, and I said screw it, I can always get good gameplay, and plus I've got good gameplay, just not on the same sensitivity. But anyway, but yeah, I was even playing a little bit earlier, like literally right before starting to make this video as I'm recording this. I had a little bit of a session off stream, and I'm continuing to get used to it and getting better. And there were a few feeds that I got that were absolutely killer. And then I looked to my left to look at my laptop, and wham bam, I didn't have my capture card on, so that freaking sucks. So you guys don't get to see that, but I'm sure with time, you know, in due time, you guys will definitely see a lot of really cool feeds that I've been able to get to pull off. But first and foremost, how in the world all of a sudden changing back to a high sensitivity? Well, first and foremost, you know, this happened by chance. As I mentioned, I was on stream last night, and one of my subscribers and followers on Twitch basically said, hey, I basically told him about Ronaldinho, who is one of the best, by far, one of the best Call of Duty console players ever. He's right up there with the Marka J. Marka J is a lot more popular, but Ron isn't as consistent. He's got other things going on, and plus it also depends on whether or not the game itself is good for him to post as well. I can't speak for Ron, but maybe you guys can ask him himself so he can answer, but I'm sure it's somewhere along those lines, because I've been following him for a while. But anyway, I told him about Ronaldinho, and he's like, oh my gosh, dude, I saw this dude's gameplay, and this guy is freaking insane. He's crazy, and what's even crazier is that he plays on such a high sensitivity, and he's really good, he's accurate, he's this and he's that, and yeah, and we had a short discussion about sensitivity, and lo and behold, he asks, hey, can you do the Ronaldinho sensitivity or the Ron sensitivity during stream? And I'm like, well, what sensitivity was it? I think it was an 8. So I switched from a 3 to an 8 immediately for the rest of the stream, and I couldn't stop playing because this kind of sensitivity really caters towards my style, because I'm very aggressive. So, and on top of that, it's I don't think that I just got used to the sensitivity right away, and that, you know, just changing to a sensitivity is all of a sudden going to make you a better player or whatnot. No. That's not exactly how it works. First and foremost, you have to be an aggressive player in order to gain all the benefits of playing on high sensitivity, and on top of that, you have to get used to it, and that is the hardest part. And the good news is, if you played on a higher sensitivity before, like a really high sensitivity, you can get used to it again, because it is all muscle memory. If not, then you're just going to have to spend a lot of time with it, and eventually your muscle memory will adapt, and then you will eventually, with time, develop that as your new default sensitivity, so to speak. Another reason why I've decided, well, there are benefits to playing on a higher sensitivity, and first and foremost, you know, it depends on the person. That's why you can't ask your favorite YouTuber or whatnot, hey, what sensitivity do you play on? And all of a sudden expect to do as well as them. It doesn't exactly work that way. Everybody's got a different style, and their sensitivity kind of caters to their style, and that's why everybody's different. There are no two players that are the exact same. Sure, you can have the same exact sensitivity, But again, even with that being said, there are no two players that are the exact same. So somebody else's sensitivity may or may not work for you. It just depends on how you play and how you approach the game. So it's not as cut and dry. It's not as black and white. There's a few gray areas here and there, but for the most part, if you're aggressive enough and if you put the time into it, yes, you can play and definitely succeed on a higher sensitivity. Now, another little subject is I want to talk about nuclears now. Some of you actually have faith that I can consistently get nukes or deatomizer strikes and all that, as I mentioned at the very beginning of the video. I personally don't think so, but at the same time, with this kind of sensitivity, and also with the fact that Call of Duty is, with Black Ops 4, it's about to become a little bit less random. Sure, it's possible, but for me personally, this is just me. I personally think it's more impressive to be able to get like 50 to 60 kills in a TDM. Like let's say anywhere from 45 to 55 kills in a TDM. Or actually, let me erase that. Anywhere from 50 to 60 kills in a TDM consistently. That to me is more impressive than being able to get a nuke. And on top of that, I have this problem. I don't like to slow down. So I think it's more impressive to get a nuke when you're like playing nonstop as opposed to slowing down just for those last 5 kills, just so you can increase your chances of getting the nuke or the deatomizer strike. I understand why it's done. I've done it myself when I've previously gotten a few chem strikes here and there, and you know, and a few nuclears back in Black Ops 3 or whatnot. And by the way, yes, I did get a free-for-all nuke to get the nuked out challenge in Black Ops 3, and I went through absolute hell to do that. But
We only won by 4 and I had to drop 51.
Overall, it's basically my style that keeps me from getting a nuke mostly, and my thought process, my mentality. I guess it's just not as important to me whether or not there's a deatomizer strike or a nuke in a game that can blow shit up or whatnot. It just doesn't appeal very well to me. I don't know what it is. Like for instance, I was looking at my combat record for this game, and my highest score per minute was like 958 or something like that. And getting games like that to me is great, to where you can get to like 1,000+ score per minute, in like a TDM or something like that. So in a non-based objective game like free for all or TDM. So those are the things that kind of matter more to me. I appreciate the kind words and the faith, and who knows, maybe I might potentially be able to get a lot more nukes and stuff like that. But I'm sure you guys understand by the end of this commentary the thought process, my thought process, and what I personally think is better, in my opinion, humbly speaking, and part of the reason why I can't consistently get nukes. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for this one. I just wanted to make a fun little topic and give a little bit of a different flavor to on a subject, especially after stream last night. It's like, how can you not make a video about this? But I am getting used to it. The session that I just played was really great. And I'm gonna try to stream again tonight after work. I have to start getting ready for work after I finish this video. And yeah, that's it. And hopefully I'll see you guys on stream tonight. I'm gonna post a link on here, hopefully. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. And I'll catch you guys on the stream tonight, and I'll catch you on the next one.